Welcome to online classes of Shivaji Group of Institution. Student, myself Jitendra Pathi. Student, in previous class, we are starting a new chapter, that is water, and some basic information given by me or learned to you that some importance of water, occurrence, composition, and types of water, natural and treated water. This is all about things completed in previous lecture. Now today we are going to start physical property of water. Physical property. Here are some physical property today we are discussing about water. First one is the color. What is the color of water? I think it is a colorless, odorless, tasteless and transparent, clear liquid. Colorless, transparent, liquid. Okay, I think all of you know about the water. There is no color of water and transparency is too much high. Any substance dipped in water, you must be see with naked eye which substance or which type of substance dipped in water. Okay, now next one is the taste and smell. Taste and smell. What is the taste? Pure water has flat, spit taste, which may be called tasteless. Tasteless. Okay. Drinking water generally has some taste because it contains some dissolved solid, and pure water has no smell. No smell. Okay. However, a particular sample of water smells. It is an amount of that dissolved gases or volatile liquids. If some volatile liquid dissolve in water, then you smell some different type of fragrance from the water. But originally pure water has no smell and no taste. Now, boiling point. Boiling point. So, pure water boils at 100 degree centigrade temperature at pressure of 76 centimeter. Means boiling point of pure water is 100 degree centigrade at 76 centimeter or centimeter of mercury. Means at 76 centimeter of mercury pressure, water boils at the temperature 100 degree centigrade. So boiling point is this one. Boiling point of water increases with increase in atmospheric pressure. Means as you increase the atmospheric pressure, then Vp of water is increases. and BP of water decreases with decrease in atmospheric pressure, vice versa, same cheese, same thing. Boiling point of water increases due to presence of dissolved impurity. Means if you some substance dissolve in water, then its boiling point increases due to presence of dissolved impurity. Now freezing point. Freezing point means pure water freezes at 0 degree centigrade. Freezing point is how much? 0 degree centigrade at 76 centimeter of Hg or T. Means if you want to freeze the water at atmospheric pressure 76 centimeter of Hg, then temperature required for the freezing is 0 degree centigrade. At 0 degree temperature, water freezes. Similarly, presence of impurity lower the freezing point. As you add some dissolved solid in water, then freezing point of water lowers it in before 1 degree 2 degree temperature dissolve it. More than 76 pressure, freezing point drops below the 0 degree centigrade, and some contain impurity also it decrease the freezing temperature. Now change in state of heating. Change in state of heating. Means when water is boiled, it changes to gaseous state. 1 centimeter cube of water changes approximately 1760 centimeter cube of steam at 100 degree centigrade. The amount of heat required to change 1 gram of water at 100 degree centigrade into 1 gram of steam at 100 degree centigrade is called specific latent heat of vaporization. So, specific latent heat of vaporization of water is 2260 joule per gram or 540 calorie per gram. 540 calorie per gram. This is a specific latent heat of vaporization of pure water. Now change in state on cooling. This is on heating, now cooling. Now for cooling, specific latent heat of freezing or solidification. This is called freezing or solidification. Solidification is how much? This is 80 calorie per gram. This is 80 calorie per gram. 80 calorie per gram. These are important data. You must be stored in your notebook and brain also. And next is the absorption of fixed amount of heat. Absorption. So 1 gram of water when heated through 1 degree centigrade always absorb 4.2 joule of heat energy. The fixed amount of heat absorbed by the 1 gram of water when heated through 1 degree centigrade is called specific heat capacity. This is specific heat capacity. For 1 gram of water is 4.2 joule per degree centigrade. 4.2 joule per gram per degree centigrade is 1 degree centigrade for each and every 1 degree centigrade. Now, conduction of heat and electricity from water. Conduction, heat and electricity. Pure water is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. Pure water. Pure water is bad conductor of heat and electricity. Means in pure water no passes of heat and electricity takes place due to absence of ions of dissolved solid. These are the current carrying ions which conduct the heat and electricity. So there is no any dissolved solid in pure water. That's why it is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. If we add some salt in form of dissolved solid, then it is also a good conductor of heat and electricity. Now, solvent property. Solvent property. Means water is a very good solvent. Most of the substance dissolve in water. So water act as a solvent, good solvent. But it is a polar covalent compound. It is a unique property to break the electrostatic force holding the ionic compound. Thus, ionic compound rapidly dissolve in water. So, it is a universal solvent. Universal solvent. Most of the compound existing on earth dissolve in water due to its solvent property. It has a great affinity to break the bond existing between the ions in any compounds. So it is a very good solvent. So student, these are the physical property of water. This is all about today. Best of luck for attending the class.